that the one I like the most is the $1 million one, Dream. But I'm sure there's some more in here that probably better than that one.
You got your bone? You picked a good spot, bud. Yeah? Yeah?
Let's do the ref one.
Which one? What part? I
Um,
think I got a couple things in there about refs just because of my all experiences dealing with shitty ass refs.
yeah, do we think the refs be paid off?
No.
Is it crazy to think refs are paid off?
Yeah.
Yeah, we could talk. That's a big look. This is an important topic today.
Yeah. I
Um,
mean, think about it, right? So, in my thought process, I've been seeing a lot of shit where I'm starting to think either that the refs are getting paid off or is there just something about the aspect of our team that I feel like we always get the shit end of the stick.
well, I'm gonna say all of us, all team, like our team, yeah, we're gonna feel that way because it's our team. But overall, refs are horrible. They're. I feel like they're trying to get through the games a lot faster. So if you call timeouts, the game. If you call fouls, the game slows down because now they got to stop. The clock stops. So if it's 6 7 minutes, the game's 8 minutes long, and you only at the we're in the 7 minute mark, and the guy done fouled 2 or 3 times. That 1 minute is actually taking up about 5 minutes of real time.
No, I understand that, but I mean, then, and like for instance, our case is that, I've seen it just because, I filmed the game, so like I'll have a different look because I'm usually up high. But what I'll see it as like yesterday, the kids were like getting WWE'd up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the kids were jumping over our backs. The kids were, grabbing every time there was anytime like we had the ball.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? There was a lot of shitty calls that was one sided.
I agree. I hands down agree that it was a lot of no calls that they were doing on both sides, but it felt like more on our side, definitely.
You felt
But
that there
they
was more
missed.
calls for us?
No, that they didn't call. They
Oh,
didn't make calls for both teams. There's some fouls and stuff that they didn't call on them that we should have got. And then it's some vice versa that they like a lot. The main fouls that I felt like we should have got that they weren't giving us is though they're tacky fouls, but we should have been getting them more. Is the reaching that they were doing when we're
yeah.
coming up the court. They're harassing us the whole time, and the refs are not call, they're not called. But soon as we swat at the ball, they calling foul whether we touch them or not.
And then
So
hence why it makes me feel like, am I crazy for thinking that like either the reps were paid off or there was some type of motivation to push them towards the one side? Because like I don't know, man. I just feel like the last few games, it's just you know what I mean. It's all like the last few games I've seen that it was just very heavily called, where we weren't getting any calls or the calls that should have been called.
a lot of times we don't get no calls. That's why I tell the kids before the game, listen, don't expect the refs to give us calls. Don't expect them to get calls. I tell Big Mo all the time, hey, big guy, don't expect the ref to blow the whistle for you today.
And that shit was crazy because like I'm sitting there and I'm asking like the other parents and I'm like, and mind you, because where I'm filming, I tend to be in the center part, and it's like so. Yesterday's game, I sat with a whole bunch of the other team, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, it's crazy. I feel bad for Mo because he stands like this, straight up, not moving. He gets called in for the foul. The foul's
Mm-hmm.
on him. He goes in to take the charge, and then they go, oh, it's a foul on him. And I don't understand it. I'm like, what is he supposed to do in those situations? Like, how are you supposed to be? You're the big man on the court, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you automatically get target drawn on
Target,
you.
yeah.
So at that point, like, how do we even react to the point where he's doing it the right
The
way,
right
but then
way.
he's still getting drawn on for the
There's a
fouls?
lot of fouls they did not call. They should have gave him yesterday
Kid was
that
getting
they
like
didn't call. He was underneath every time. He had a lot of misses because he getting swatted and he's putting a lot of pressure on the ball. But those should have been foul calls that the refs did not make.
so now. What do we do in this situation?
Well, only thing we can do is complain about those specific refs, and they're supposed to get looked at, especially what you do. This is why you don't realize you help in so many ways, especially when things go wrong, especially with having eyes on the refs, these decision makings. You're videoing, you being out there, you being consistently being there, representing for your son, for our team, and filming. Bro, it's been a huge success for us because we're able to watch our mistakes. We're able to watch these refs, and what your film does is now we submit it to the higher ups who gives these refs their job and let them watch the film. And they will determine after watching the film if things are being persuaded. So as a coach, there's nothing I could do but show the evidence.
Yeah.
Now it's their job to watch it and do an investigation.
But do they take these claims seriously?
Nah, I don't think. Me personally, I don't think so. No, because there's too many refs that have been refing for years and been bad for years, but they still refing. And you want to know what the people say that give these jobs? Because I don't want to put nobody in position out there, but they say that nobody wants to do this job. Listen, if you get a ref out there that's one, see, this the thing too. It can't just be one ref doing it right and everybody else doing whatever. Everybody got to do it right. Everybody got to be fair. And look, even if the ref is good, he gonna make you mad at him at some point. You know why? He gonna make you mad because he made a call against you, or he missed a call.
See, I don't think so because there's that one ref. The one ref. I think we all approached you about it afterwards, and we're like, "Can we get this guy every time?" Because he actually called it fair.
You
I
talk
got
about the tall white guy with hair,
yeah, yeah.
with
He was like
silver hair.
he was like very by the book,
Yes, I know you're
and I'm
talking
cool
about.
with that.
Yeah, he does high school games as well.
And I'm cool with that
Hmm.
because simply for the fact that it's all like, hey, yeah, he called us for fouls, but I know he was calling the other team. So it's like, I know me and a couple of the other parents were sitting there happy. Like I know we seen him at another game, and we were
Mm.
like, we seen him, and we got excited because we're like, oh, this guy's gonna call the game
Fair, yeah, yeah.
and it's you know what I mean, because we got to deal with that one guy that's not allowed to ref at St. Bernadette's. But then the other problem is that now this is just me. I feel we don't have enough home games, and I feel like we're always on the road.
All right, so this is the thing. Okay, so the Metuchen League is the only league that the CYO League. That's the only league where we go to other teams. They come to us and we go to them.
Okay.
St. Stan League is only all games are played at
I
St.
get
Stan.
that. I get that.
So only reason why we went to St. Bart's this year because they had issues at the gym or the dates they had things going on those days. So the gym wasn't available for us. But other than that, everything's at St. Stan. It's just the Edison League we got to travel. Now, out of the 3 years that I've been in that CYO Edison, no, 2 years that I've been in that league, this the furthest we've ever driven. We never drove to IC before. This is the first time twice. We had to do it twice this year.
Yeah.
But this was the furthest out of all basketball season, the furthest I've driven. We normally only go past Edison. We don't go past Edison Metuchen. Normally. So it never really was a thing until this year when we had to go to Somerville and also one other one. Clark. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just like, I didn't understand it. I mean, like, I get for the whole point of travel and everything like that, but I just didn't think that it was going to be to the point where it's like, I feel like we're like that underdog team that just crept into the playoffs and's got to do everything on the road. You know what
That's
I mean?
where we were. They put us in the fifth. We were the fifth seed. And what I don't get is I said it could. I said it's not four. It's not four better teams than us. Maybe two, but not four. We lost. Remember, we lost to SJV early. We lost to St. Francis A early. We beat St. Francis B.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a flip of what we did to IC. They did. St. Francis did to us.
well, in a nutshell, that IC game, that first one, we shouldn't have lost.
Nah.
No, we shouldn't have lost that game. That was just, I don't know. The kids just, nothing was dropping for the boys. You know, I seen it. I was like, I seen them in the frustration that they get because, it's kind of hard when you're sitting there, you're taking like easy layups and they're just rimming out. You know
Remember
what I
that?
mean?
Yeah, yeah.
That just was not a good day. And last night, I I know we should have beat them, but at the end of the day, like the one thing I had to tell Mason yesterday is that he was all sitting there and he was, Mason gets in his cocky joint and he's just all like, "Oh yeah, we gonna walk that." And I was like, dog, I was like, don't talk like that. It's any given day,
Yeah.
any given day. And I was like, and then I told him afterwards, I said, "Hey man, look, they showed you that they wanted it more."
Yep.
I mean, at the end of the day, yes, the refs were making shitty calls,
Bad calls and no
bad calls, and
calls.
no
Yeah.
calls. But I go, they was coming out the gate. They was pressing.
Mm-hmm,
They was
mm-hmm.
pressing. They were making threes and everything like that.
Yep.
But I mean, it's like what Al Pacino any given Sunday.
Hmm.
I mean, it's just it gets frustrating because like I know these kids are great. They're a great bunch of kids. They have
Absolutely.
potential to.
Absolutely.
They had potential to win it. I don't understand what was going on.
I didn't tell them, but I believed we were gonna win that CYO league. I didn't think nobody was from after beating up on IC. Even though I believe we should have beat them the first time
Yeah.
the same way or similar. Um, I believed we were gonna win that CYO league. I didn't think nobody could stop us, especially with the way Aaron played, the way Ryan played, the way David's been playing.
Oh yeah. I said to
You
Mason.
know,
I said to Mason. I go. I think he should get most improved player,
hands down,
hands down.
hands
The
down.
way that he stepped up throughout the whole season. I said to Mason. I go. That's the kid that's going to win most improved player.
Yep.
Because you want to know what his dad was saying that he tried out for like the one team and they didn't take him onto the team, but then his dad Dimitri talked to the coach about him just practicing with the team. So it's all like he's
So he's
not
not on the
he's
team.
not on the
He's
team.
just working
He's
out,
just working out with the
helping
team.
out. Yeah,
And look at the improvement.
yeah. It help.
Oh man, I enjoy watching him.
Yes, me too.
Oh man,
Me too.
when he gets in his bag and he starts grooving,
Oh man.
he's a sight to watch.
Yes, yes. He got moves on top of moves
Yeah,
when he's in his zone, like you
yeah,
said.
yeah.
Yeah.
Reminds me of a young Jay Will.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Nah,
No,
man, but
he got moves.
the reps were just killing me last night.
Yeah, man. And there's only so much I could do. I thought they were gonna. He kind of gave me a warning. He's like, "All right, coach, that's enough." And I was like, "All right, man." But I'm gonna fight. Excuse me. I'm always gonna fight for my boys and girl, as long as it doesn't hurt the team. I try my best not to hurt the team. And we went through a whole season. I believe. Did I get attacked this year?
I don't think so.
I got a warning.
Or if anything, at worst case, I think it was at St. Stan's. You might have got a tech. No. That was.
I don't know. I'm not sure if I got attacked this year or I got. I know I got warned a couple times, but I don't think. I'm not sure. I think I got one tech this year.
And it's crazy because you're getting texts because you're calling them out on their bullshit job.
Yeah. And one ref yesterday said, all right, that's why he gave me the warning because I called out what he did faster than he did, but he called it. And I guess he said, hey, you coach your kids, don't ref the game. And I'm like, dude, I'm watching the game. I'm calling what I'm seeing. Don't, I feel like he was taking it personal that I responded to what the kid did faster than he blew his whistle. Because he made the same call. I just called it a split second faster than him. And they're like, all right, coach, that's enough. You coach your kids. Don't ref. I'm like, I'm just calling what I see. And that's what I did. But
So now, what was your take on? Because like, I I heard you speaking up about some of the comments that the other coach was making at the end of the game.
comments?
Yeah, I think he said, or what is it? Somebody said something. He's like, "Oh, this is what a winning team looks like."
That dude, listen,
I mean, first off, he had a mullet, so I mean that kind of is
yeah,
self-explanatory. But
it's a church league. I yell, I boost up kids. I don't brag about what kind of team I got. It's a certain attitude as a coach you should have and respect for the church league. This is not AAU. This is a church league. So a lot of times I conduct myself because of the league that we're in, and we want to show an example to these kids. That attitude that he's having is more of an AAU attitude, so I don't blame him for it. To each his own. Every coach has their own way, their own style. If you saw me coach AAU, I'm a different. I'm different. I'm just say that. I'm might have slight potty mouth, you know, because everything's more intense. AAU is more intense. The competition level is higher. The expectation is higher. The parents spend a lot of money, so they expect to see
results.
results, right? So if you just going through the motion and not getting no results, parents looking at you now, they're mad with you. Uh, the kids is mad. It's gonna just not be a good mix. So
Now, have you thought about coaching AAU?
I put some thought into it. I feel my parents have really been on my butt about it. They want me to stick around. But what I think I'm going to do is maybe because I coach football, right?
Yeah.
And I don't want to get everybody hopes. I can't do AAU all. AAU is all year long.
Oh, is it? I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
So I can. What I'm gonna
Why is it all?
talk to the parent.
Why is it all year long?
Well, that's basketball for you.
So they don't break it off into like summer, spring,
You
fall, winter.
can, but they don't.
Really?
They jump. See what it is? They jump into tournaments.
Okay.
So it's constant tournaments.
Interesting.
So it will last. It'll feel like it's all year, which it is. And then most kids that do that, they only focus on basketball.
Hmm.
So I don't blame any kid that's just a basketball player. Cool, you should play AAU all year round.
Nah, I mean, I honestly I didn't even know that was a thing like that.
Yeah,
I knew
yeah.
like they had it for like like Maddox like soccer, so they have like spring, summer, then they have
Mm,
fall. And now that I'm thinking about it, I feel fucking stupid because it's all like, yeah, it's the way I just said it. It's all year, and then for winter they would do indoor.
right.
But it's just all like unless you're like like there's parents that are like, oh yeah, this, you know what I mean? Like I just
Mm-hmm.
think like, oh, soccer's like once a year. I had an issue with getting my kids into sports in the beginning, just due to, in easier words, their mother didn't want to give me the birth certificates,
Oh
so
man.
I couldn't get the boys enrolled in sports. So
Right.
I had to jump through all these hoops to get the birth certificates, and then as soon as I did, I was able to put my kids in sports. But because they went that whole time up until like fifth grade without being involved in any types of sports, I didn't know that there was, and times have changed.
Mm.
Like when we were kids, it was
Yeah.
like Pop Warner was only, football was only like,
Football was
football was like
PAL.
one time a year.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So now I'm all like, I'm
Now
coming into it and there's
listen,
sports all year round.
now they got football. Listen, soccer all year round, football all year round, baseball all year round, basketball all year round. All major sports have leagues and uh, indoor programs to where the sports can go all year round. That's why they play
Yeah,
baseball
it was like,
indoor.
this is crazy.
Yeah,
I was like, if I would
yeah.
have known this is a thing, I would have been on this. And then it makes me feel kind of shitty because I'm all like, yo, I feel like, I wasn't doing
Well,
my kids no justice.
I have a I have an issue with one sport being all year round. I don't think football should be. I don't think. I think you should only be allowed to play football half the year. You should not be allowed to play football for all year round. Why? Football is a very physical sport.
Yeah.
You're constantly beating your body up. Your body needs time to heal. And if you playing a season is enough
Wear on the body.
abuse and a wear, the tear on your body It's more than enough. A season, one season is more than enough. You need to build your body for the once that season's over, take that off season,
Yeah.
either do one or two things. Play another sport that's not as physical or do workout where you're building your body up to prepare you for the next football season. That's the proper thing to do when you playing football. When you constantly playing football, when does your body ever have time to heal? When does it have time to get stronger?
So then to that, what's your take on, because like one of my buddies, my best friend Mike,
Mm-hmm.
his son, he does football in Woodbridge, and then like now he has him in like those what is it, like those programs, and it's all like workouts and stuff like
Okay.
that, and he does stuff like that. So I mean, understandably, it's not as physical to the point where you're getting banged up all day. You're not banging out with people on Sundays and hitting all week. But it's like one of those things. I guess it kind of keeps you in the groove of things.
Yes, I would tell you to listen, do the physical and work out, do the non-physical. Working out is not the same as playing football and banging your body for those 4 or 5 months. Um, Bang out 4 or 5 months. Then, if you want to just work out,
Yeah.
do routes. If you're a receiver, play flag football.
Oh yeah.
Do something to keep. That's what I'm saying. Play another sport. I'm not telling you not to stay active.
Oh, absolutely.
Stay active without the abuse to your body.
I agree.
You want your body to grow without hiccup. You keep beating the arm is gonna get a dent in your growth. When you growing, it ain't gonna fully grow because you got a dent or something. It's gonna create a problem. Constant pounding, pounding, pounding. It's gonna create a problem. Head injuries. Come
Oof.
on, more and more people, and then they wondering why kids are getting hurt fast in college, fast or serious in high school. Why? Because they whole youth year, you push them to play football for 8 months at a time instead of the regular 5 months or 4 months, 4.5 to 5 months. No, you got your kid playing 12 months of football yearly around 8, 9 months of football for what? Now when they get to high school, they they playing against bigger kids. They gotta push their body more. But guess what? Their muscles is beat up. Their bone structure isn't what it is. And that's why a lot of kids don't prosper when they get to high school right away. They ain't them same skilled kids that they were when they were in youth.
Yeah.
They had enough talent to run to play in youth, but they ain't had enough skill and hard work or heart for the next level or health.
So then, all right. So to piggyback that a little bit, right? Because like Mason has been wanting to get into the gym. Like he's like, oh, I want to get to the gym, and he wants to start doing like weights and stuff. But he just turned 14 like last week, and I was always under the tutelage that when you're a younger kid like that, you shouldn't be doing like hardcore weights. So I just, you know what I mean? Like,
All right, so as a former player, as a coach, as a man, as a person, 14 years old is the perfect time to start
so
weights. But
14 is a good age to
yeah,
start.
but how do you want to know if your son is serious about really going to the gym? You got to test them. And how you test them? You got to do calisthenics every day for a month.
Oh, see, now you're talking my language.
Okay? Don't go to the gym. Don't waste your time going to the gym.
That's
First
what
of all,
that's what I've been telling him. I told him, I
most
go, you do your push-ups, your sit-ups, your
jumping
stretching,
jacks,
and your
stretch, yeah,
pull-ups.
yeah.
I
Get
go,
you some dips in there too.
yeah,
There's so many calisthenics. Listen, you build your core up with calisthenics. The calisthenic workouts and stretching, those last way longer than those weights and dumbbells you're gonna be in there playing with.
Yeah.
And I mean playing with. You'll take weightlifting more serious once you get your calisthenics in.
See, like with Mason's, he's just his ADHD is so bad, his attention span. It's like I'm pretty sure you've seen it, like with him on the court. Just it's all like
Not that much. Not that
really.
much. Yeah, not
All
that
right.
much.
Well, I mean, cause like
I seen a flash here or there, but
yeah,
he keeps it mostly under control.
yeah.
Well,
See, that's the whole thing. It's like I try to tell him he's got to lock in, but it's like but when he's home, he's in his comfort zone. So
right,
he's
right.
like, you know what I mean. So he's not going to be as on it.
Mason is dealing with two things in basketball, and the two things he's dealing with is wanting to be a starter, right? And secondly, he sometimes overachieves mentally.
Yes.
Like he's mentally he wants to do, but his actions and his efforts aren't
I know.
putting that forward.
He gets in his head too much.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
there's plenty of times when, I see it. I tell him all the time. I'm like, man, I was like, what you're thinking in your head is way above your skill set.
Mm-hmm.
And as a father to your son that thinks a way above his skill set, it's you know what I mean. That's why I think I'm proud. Like I'm proud of myself because I try to be more a realist, and because with his mental, he is so like, oh, I'm awesome, I'm awesome, I'm awesome, and I'm like, bro, that's not the case. I was like,
But he has potential to be
he has
awesome,
potential,
and
yes.
that's what I try to go at him with.
But see, it's just like bringing a horse to water.
Yeah,
you can bring him to water, you can't make him drink.
That's a fact.
Like that's the problem. Is that
yeah.
with him, he could be really good. Like he has those moments. Like you see him when he's not when he's just not overthinking too much, and he just does.
You have captured all these kids' great moments. They've all had them.
Yeah.
Every kid here has great moments, and you captured all of them. Mason has to stop this and just do.
Yep.
That's it. You got to do. Once he be quiet and just do, Mace is good. And that's why I said that's where the flashes of his ADHD come in.
Yeah.
Is when he start running his mouth.
Yeah.
And it's again, it's not all the time.
No.
Just flashes of it.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, all right, Mason, you good, buddy. So.
And it's just funny because like I'll be telling him all the time, I'm like, man, I was like, Mason, I go, like, you got to understand. It's like he beats up on himself so much, and I'm all like,
he is his biggest critic.
Yeah, I mean, and that's a good way to be, but at the same time, it's all like in the beginning, I remember all these simple mistakes. Every time he'd get a rebound, and then he would travel,
lose the ball.
Yeah, he traveled,
mm-hmm.
And I'm all like, dude, just like Coach says, it's like you get the rebound. Why are you doing anything? Just put it up.
Put it up.
And he's like, and I don't get it. I see potential in him, but it's just like no matter who's telling him what to do,
he got to do it. He has to again. All the kids, even Big Mo, is all about belief in themselves. They have to overcome themselves. They gotta actually believe in what I'm saying, what you're saying. So we could say it till we blow in the face. They have to come to grips with it. They gotta take it by the balls and be like, all right, I'm not gonna think about it. I'm just gonna do it. I believe in what Coach and my dad's saying. I'm just gonna do it. Look at Mo. Have you noticed his footwork in the last few games?
Yeah.
I'm very impressed with all of the kids. David has been a big shining upbringing. It started from down here where he's getting alternated between him, one game he start, one game Armando starts. Them two I called from the beginning. From day one, I called them two the Doublemint twins. Now, why did I'm not putting nobody on blast. So when y'all watch this, I'm not going to say that I blasted anybody. But somebody thought I called them Doverment pinchers or something. I said, what? Doberman? Really?
Doberman pinchers.
Right. That's what somebody thought that that's what I called them. And I said, no, double mint. Double mint.
That's your age showing.
I know. The mother of that said,
That's your age showing. That's your age showing. Doublemint twins. Remember, that's
ah,
when they used to have those
yes,
commercials.
that's when they had the commercial. But them two, just from the back, if they had the same haircut, oh my God. They could have been in that commercial. Seriously, they could have been in that double mint commercial, Armando and David. But they have so much. Their game is so similar, and their confidence. Now David has they started out like this. They both been growing. They both been getting better. So it's not like David is just surpassing him and he's staying at the same. No, he is growing too. David is just exceeding a little faster. And he's believing it. He's
Yeah,
believing it a little more because he still has moments when he don't believe. Because one fast break, he took off from the 3 point line in that game, the
yeah.
IC game. And I'm like, dude, you as good as you playing, you got a little unconfident right there, man. Come on, So it happens, and
I mean, I do have to say, I think his dad is like a big involvement of his ability to step up.
oh,
Yo,
absolutely,
his dad,
absolutely. I love Dimitri.
yeah, like
Dimitri is awesome.
his dad is killing it, and it's like, I mean, he's a great guy. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
I see him the one time he bring the St. Stanley, he's bringing in cupcakes and cookies and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
yeah.
But
Listen,
I really feel that like having Dimitri being
I'm
involved, I think that's been nothing but love for him, and I'm so happy it's been working because he's a delight, and I enjoy watching him play so much.
you and me both. You and me both. And Dimitri does a lot behind the scenes that a lot of people didn't know about, don't know about. Dimitri is awesome. He don't want nothing. He don't want no recognition. He doesn't want a pat on the back. He does everything strictly from the heart. He rather you not even hear me tell you this. So believe me when I tell you, it's a lot has happened with us and things that he had to do it. He just doesn't want recognition. Don't kill me, Dimitri. But he's an awesome dude, man. I love the extra stuff that he does for David to help
Oh yeah,
David, and
it's
and
working,
yes, it
it's
is.
working,
Yes, it is
it's working.
because I can only with the little time we get, the 1 day of practice,
Yeah,
and I had to throw in a film session in it just to make up for us not having 2 practices a
yeah.
week. Um, so um, David, Dimitri, love those guys. Keep working, yeah, because you have definitely,
The Doberman pinchers.
yeah, you guys, and Armando too. I like the effort that he puts in. He sometimes gets
When his
not
shot isn't dropping, I know he gets a
he
little
gets a
discouraged. He
little
gets a little
discouraged.
discouraged.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. And I
but
told him to shoot more,
yeah,
and he's shooting less. I told. See, again though, I think I may have mixed. See, coaches aren't always perfect. Coaches not always right. And when your kids, because I'm gonna say this, the kids respect me and Coach Maurice. And if we both tell them something, they will listen. They may take their time sometime in listening, but they listen. They're very respectful kids, all
oh,
of them,
I love
all
these
of them.
kids. I love
Um,
these kids.
Even the jokester, Aaron, that's my guy. I got to be hard on him. But um, these kids are excellent, excellent, well behaved young people. And even as a coach, we make mistakes because I can tell you to drive, and that's all you're thinking. All right, coach just said drive. Sometimes, and I try to tell them, guys, because I'm telling you to do something, doesn't mean you have to do it every single time.
Yeah,
Now use your brain. You have permission to drive. This is what you have. You have permission to go in. So now use that. Drive sometimes step back, shoot it. You got to now use your IQ, use your brain. Start thinking outside the box. I gave you the permission to drive. That doesn't mean you have to drive every single time. So again, sometimes as a coach, you have to break things down. You can't just tell a kid to do something because a kid will just, because I was like that. And this is why I'm the way I am when I coach. Some people say, yo, you explain things too much. No, everybody may not catch on. Just like in the classroom as a teacher, I can say something one way, but the whole class doesn't understand. Sometimes you got to break it down a little deeper so to make sure you caught every single person's attention. Yes, some kids are like, I don't know why she explaining all of that. She explained all that because, okay, Miss
Everybody has
Lady,
different
you
learning
got it.
curves.
That person back there may not. And some kids were afraid. Just like I tell kids, I was a good listener to a fault. And I know that don't make sense to some people. Some people you could say that and they be like, the hell he mean? You was a good listener to a fault. Yeah, because my coach would say something and my mind would only think of that one thing. I wouldn't do nothing else outside of that one thing until I started understanding, until he broke it down and explained, no, I'm telling you, you could go here, but just because I'm telling you to go there, don't mean you literally have to go there every single
Every
time.
time, nah.
You pick and choose, but make your wise decision. So this is why I say as a teacher, as a coach, it's important that you break it down no matter what. Even if everybody say they understand, nobody want to put their hand up in the
Yep.
crowd and say I don't understand.
Yep.
You know, so you got to be patient, and I'm grateful, I'm blessed to have patience because that's why I am able to coach. Even though people say that I may talk loud or I scream. No, that's energy that
Saying it
I'm
loud
I'm
for the
keeping it for
people in the back
everybody
to
to
hear
hear.
it.
So as nobody can say you didn't hear me. Um, so you know, I, as a coach, break things down, explain things, even when most majority of your kids know. You want it to touch everybody, and
I
that's what
mean,
makes a good coach.
I mean, making sure that everybody hears it
Yeah,
is the
it's
most
big
important
too.
thing.
Yes,
Yeah, it makes all the kids feel like,
it holds
hey,
them
I
accountable as
I was
well.
I was afraid to say something, but coach made sure he broke it down for
Hmm.
everybody so everybody knew.
Hmm.
And that's what's a good thing. And I think that's part of the problem is everybody's trying to take the shortcuts nowadays.
When you talking to your kids, when you coach them, or you teach them, this goes for teachers, coaches, parents. When you talking to them, look them in their eyes, look everybody in their eyes. You could kind of point out who is a little unsure.
Yeah.
You could tell who unsure when you're looking into my eyeballs. You get those glary glands, and you can see the confident eyeballs. You know, so you can tell that they're. I'm very good at reading body language, eyes. So if your eyes look a little glassy, I may think he a little unsure. So I may need to pass this information a little deeper. So look you look your young people in the eyes. Look them all in their eyes. Try to read their eyeballs. You will see the ones who's unsure of what you're saying, and the ones who are confident. If they blinking a lot, they unsure like a heck. Okay, you need to break it down. You may even need to hold that one after. Okay, um, I'm serious. Shoot. Um, no, seriously. You know, read the body language. So if somebody messing around, not paying attention, it ain't not paying attention because they just not paying. Sometimes they don't understand what's going on. Things is going wah 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 wah. And when things going wah 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 wah, what you do? Not pay attention. Find something that grabs your attention.
Now, but at what extent do you then have to start holding the kids accountable at that point?
After you break it down to them, oh, it's all on them after that. See, you can't blame somebody for not knowing something.
No, I
But
completely
once you
agree.
teach them, oh, it's all on them now. It's all on them. It's all on them. All on them. Every kid should start out with an A. That's how we grew up. Remember that back in the day?
Yeah.
The first thing teachers say is everybody got an A. I ain't never had an A before until today, teach. I got an A. All right. All right, but you got to keep that A now.
That's the
That
problem.
means you got to do all your work.
Yeah.
Your
Yeah, that's
test scores matter. Your homework matter. Your classwork matter.
everything matters.
Everything matter for you to keep that A, son. That's how you hold them
You
accountable,
just gotta
coach.
preach.
You
I'm
gotta.
not coach. You coach.
No, I
You
call you
coach.
coach because I told you a lot that you do is you deserve to be on this staff. It makes you a part of this staff. That you're important to this team.
I appreciate you.
Nah, we appreciate you. Because you don't have to. Just like I don't. Just like I don't have to put the energy in that I do. You don't. You're in the same boat as I am. You are not forced to record for us. You are not.
I do it because I love doing it.
I know.
I love helping out.
And trust me, we appreciate you, dude. Because I told you, your recording helps in more than one way. First of all, you giving these kids something that they're gonna have forever.
Yeah, that's
Memory. That memory alone is priceless. Just that alone is priceless.
I love the fact that the kids can then watch it and they can like say like, "Oh, this was me. This was me. Look
Yeah.
at what I did here. Look what I
Yeah.
did here." That's the thing that's part of the reason why I do it is because I love how the kids get excited about it.
Yeah, man.
I love that.
It was a huge thing to them, to us coaches. I told you, it helps us to get better. Your videos have helped us get better. You've helped me point out mistakes, show them. Because one thing film don't do is lie. Film don't lie. Film has anything in this world is not as perfect as film. Film is always perfect. Correct. It's never failed. Never failed. So if you weren't hustling, film gonna show you wasn't hustling. If your arms are down to the side, you just standing around, guess what that film gonna show?
That's why I be telling Mason will sit there like, "Oh, I was doing this," and I'm like, "Really?" I was like, "I got the film. This is otherwise."
Yeah.
I was like, I feel like Mason can get a little bit more aggressive.
Thank you. I try to push that. I practice. I get on him about that.
I'm like,
and we do a little pounding at practice. Yeah. So I got a drill. So I put two of my kids on the free throw line. So the free throw line, then the line's down to come out of bounds. One is on each side. I'll stand in the middle. I'll hold the ball, and I'll roll the ball. They got to fight to get that ball.
Like with Mason, like I just like what is it? The one time he asked me to get him the grippy thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, and I told him, I was like, "Yo, you had me buy you this thing." I was like, "Why are you having other people rip the ball out of your hands?"
That's supposed to make your hands strong and your forearm strong.
Because I'm all sitting here and I'm all like
strong grip.
I'm all like, dude, I'm like, why? Like, and then I asked him too, and then like this is part of the thing with him I see is that he's always like, "Oh, well, Maurice gets the rebounds," and I go, "Well, what if Maurice isn't there?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Yo, he needs help.
He needs help.
He needs help."
Yep.
I was like,
he can't get it all.
He can't carry the team on his back.
No.
It's a team effort.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not just one person. It's all like, and it's crazy because like I'll see Hutch. Hutch is so much fun to watch too.
Hutch is a beast.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
he is his worst enemy. Himself.
He leaves it all on the court.
Listen.
He leaves it all on the court.
He needs to leave it all on the court. Even his mistakes, you got to leave it on the court. When it happens, let it go. Act like it didn't happen. Just play.
It's hard when it's all like because he's
another
another one that gets targeted.
Have you ever seen Kobe Bryant make a turnover and don't hustle back?
No.
Oh,
I never have.
When you want to be great, you do great things. Great things mean when you F up, you go even harder to make up. Yeah, it's easy to F up.
Yeah, I mean,
it's easy to F up.
And see,
hard to make up.
See, the thing for me is that at the end of the day, they're just kids.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean,
but we teaching them a mindset.
You got to teach them.
You got to teach them a mindset. You got to let the little things go. You can't harp on the little things. In any sport, if you're a baseball player, right, and you on strike 2, all right, you done swung at 2 bad pitches, but you about to sit here and beat yourself up? Because if you mentally messed up, guess what's happening? You already done struck out already.
Yeah.
Again, you teaching a mindset. Football, you done jumped off sides. Oh. Oh man, you jumped off sides. What you gonna do? You gonna sit there and, first of all, you better hope if you're good enough, coach gonna leave you in the game. If they don't got nobody that's equal to your level of talent or better, you gonna probably stay in the game, right?
Yeah.
But what are you gonna do? Because your team is now, even if you're a leader and you jumped off sides and gave them extra closer yards, Now everybody mad and upset. What are you gonna do? It's the mindset though.
Yeah.
I messed up. What I'm gonna do to make it up?
That's,
How I'm gonna change it? What am I gonna do to create and fix this mess up? Because if you coddle, oh baby, it's okay. Don't worry
no,
about
no,
it.
that's
You
never the
get it
case.
next time.
Nah.
Now you're creating a soft person in a rough situation. That's a tough situation he in, and that softness is not needed right now.
Nah. There's been too many times where I had to, Mason was coming off and he's walking with his head down, and I had to lift his head up and say, hey, keep your head up.
Heads up.
Heads up.
Heads up.
Heads up. Can't be, it's just different. You're a coach.
As a parent.
I'm a parent. And you see, I try my very best to be a realist. I'm not going to expect anything just because, but,
Listen, as a parent, you hurt for your kid.
Yeah.
When your kid, when you want your kid to be tough, you want to be that soft part for your kid. I get it. I'm a parent. My son, you think it's hard? You think it's hard being a coach? It's hard being a coach with the kid on the team.
Yeah.
Because them same feelings you get, and I get it, but I gotta bombard those feelings so that my son can grow up properly. I can't, because every coach is not going to be his dad.
Nope.
He has to be able to be coached by another coach.
Yeah.
And if I'm babying him, what he going to expect out of other coaches?
And he's got to be able to understand that, hey, this coach isn't my dad. So
right, and my coach wasn't easy.
If I want to play, I got to adapt to the coaching style.
Right.
Yeah, I get it. It's just,
all of it, bro, is a mindset.
At what point, or like what age do you feel it's that good point where it's all like, hey, I understand, like, when the kids are little, but what's the cutoff where we're like, all right, now it's Kobe mentality.
Okay, so once the level of competition becomes competitive, so when they're little, right, and they starting out 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
yeah,
right, all of that's youth. That's what do you call it? When you get a sportsman, when everybody gets an award, right?
Those are the worst.
Right, that's non-competitive.
The worst
right?
thing ever.
But that's okay at those levels, right? Because it's non-competitive. Now they become 9, 10, 11. Now you start to break away from the participation trophies. Why?
That is the dumbest shit.
Well, the reason why you do it when they're young is because you want to keep their love for the game. That's the purpose of it young, right? Then after that, they already done built the love for the game by the time they're 9 years old. Now, once they at 9 and up, they know that they have to compete now because you started it now at 9. So they know after 8, there's no more participation. Everything is now competitive. So I got to get to the championship to get an award. Now you start to break them into that habit.
So
but it's okay.
So is it like elementary school going into middle school?
Yes.
Because at that point, it's all like, hey, man.
From elementary.
No more recess.
Right.
No more recess.
Right. So from middle school up, it should be competitive.
Okay.
Yes.
That's a good way to put it.
And again, everything is levels, right? Just like in school, right? You got first grade, second grade, third grade, fourth grade, fifth grade. Same thing, right? And what is it called? What is 1K through 5 called? Elementary.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So why football can't have elementary? Why basketball can't have elementary? Why sports up in the elementary level can't be elementary? Because what you do in elementary, you don't do in middle school.
Nah.
Because in elementary, you don't change classes. You're in one class all day, right? That one teacher all day, right?
Yeah.
Middle school, you learn to start changing classes.
Yeah.
You're having different teachers for different subjects. You're learning that, right? So now when you get to high school, that's another level. And now it's more. Now you get to go outside.
Yep.
You get to go outside for lunch. Again, it's evolving you. It's steps. It's level. Every grade. So you got elementary school, 1 through K through 5.
Yeah.
Then you got middle school. What's the other name for it? Junior high.
Yeah.
You got elementary/junior high school, which is from 6 to 8. Then you got high school, 9 to 12. Everything's different. All 3 levels are different.
I wish there was a smoother transition between each groups.
Well, they tried that in other schools because other schools used to go K to 8.
Yeah, that was a while ago, though.
Yeah. They got some schools still do that.
Yeah.
They got some schools still do that in some towns. Um, and some actually go 1 through 12.
That's quiet.
That's crazy, but
That's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah. We had the same teacher for a long time
Sheesh.
doing it that way. But yeah, yeah. It's a lot to take in, I know.
Yeah. I mean, it feels like we could be sitting here for hours.
Bro, that's how convo goes.
No, I know. That's the beautiful thing about it.
Yeah.
I mean, I will say, like, Mason has told me, like, because Mason's played Mason's played football for a couple years and he's played a couple things, but you are hands down, and this is not even just from me, just from him. He said, you are hands down the best coach he's ever had.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that.
I agree. You know, it's nice to see a coach that gives a shit. Is really what it comes down to.
And that's the main reason that I even started coaching. It was because a lot of coaches didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
A lot of coaches.
Straight.
Do you know people have told me I care too much? I said,
how could you care too much?
You don't care enough.
You don't care enough. Yeah.
That's the problem. I ain't the problem.
Not the problem.
You the problem.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I just, that's the same thing. Like, my wife will be yelling at me at the games. Like, when we would go to Mason and Maddox's game, and I'd be sitting there and I'd be yelling at the refs, and she'd be like, chill out. I'm like, nah. I'm like, no. I'm like, yo, my kids are getting taken advantage of right now. I don't like that. So I'm like, nah, I'm going to speak up. She goes, Rory, you're going to get kicked out of the game. I go, I don't care. I don't care. I care too much.
Yep. I know the feeling, bro. And I got tired of being that parent. Not saying you're that parent, but
nah,
when I see a coach not coaching,
why do it?
I feel like I have to coach from the sideline, from where I'm sitting. I went to Big Mo's middle school game. So Ryan's on the team, David, Armando.
Yeah.
Now, I ain't used to David and Armando not really getting in. They both got in a little bit, but
Yeah.
I'm used to one of them in the game more.
Yeah.
Same thing with Ryan. I was used to Ryan in more. He wasn't. Big Mo in the whole time, of course. But it was different then to see their coach just sitting there.
Yeah.
And then our kids, no energy. They just playing. They just playing basketball. That's why I tell them the best way I could be on the court with you guys is me talking, me yelling. That's the closest I can get to being on the court with you. I said, if they get me to shut up, we're in trouble.
That ain't happening.
That ain't happening, but I'm just saying. Well, if the ref say one more thing, coach, you're out of here, then yeah, that'd be the only time I do shut up. But other than that,
I'll step in.
That's
why I like giving you the mic, because when you mic'd up, then at that point I can yell because it's not picking up me anymore. It's picking up just you. It's picking up all around you. So then at that point I can yell.
You can yell.
I can yell. That's why I'm always offering somebody else to, so I can kind of be belligerent a little bit.
I don't know that. I don't know how. I didn't even watch the game. I didn't watch the last game.
I can understand. I mean, that was a rough watch, especially seeing our kids get beat up.
Yeah.
And
And it's not as watching your kids get beat up, and there's nothing you can do. And the more you try to defend them, the closer you are to being ejected or teched. And again, I don't ever want to do anything to cause us a game or issue. And I did get attacked by that dumbass ref.
Which one?
The ref, the dude, the one we all don't like.
The one,
he did tech me.
The one with the mustache.
Yeah, he gave me a tech.
Yeah. I was like, I know we gave somebody a tech.
He gave me a tech.
Yeah.
And now I remember, I got a tech this year. I didn't get one last year.
Could be like Coach Scott getting kicked out of leagues.
Bro. I'm like, every ref likes me. Every program likes me. You're the only ref that gives me a hard time.
Oh,
and then come to find out, you were banned from St. Bernadette. That's why you don't. It ain't that you don't like me. You don't like St. Bernadette.
Oh yeah, he's awful.
So it could be any St. Bernadette's coach.
I know.
You're gonna be hard on them.
He's terrible.
he is the worst on me.
And he thinks he's funny too.
He does.
Yeah.
He does.
You know, I think he gets off to having like
Nah, he do.
it
He do. He
strokes
do.
his ego a
He
bit.
do. He do.
Yeah, but
Because he has the last say. He knows he has the upper hand, and this is why you got to take that power away from refs to make them honor their job more. It needs to be at any game. It needs to be a ref official there to stop bad calling, unnecessary bad calling, or not making calls.
so at that point, right? If a ref if a ref makes a call and he says, "Oh, I fouled you," right? And then the other ref's like, "No, no, no, no." Are they able to retract? Or is it like once the ref makes the call, that's it?
So what happens is whoever, all right, so both refs got responsibilities.
Yeah.
Okay, so the ref at the bottom, he's responsible for the down low stuff, bottom stuff. Top ref is responsible for the up top stuff.
Yeah.
All right. So if the foul is called down low by the top ref,
Yeah.
then the bottom ref can overword him.
Top ref could overword.
No, the bottom ref, the ref that's at the bottom, where the foul occurred.
Yeah.
But the top ref called it. The bottom ref can overwork because that's his area.
Okay.
The top ref made a call in his area. That's the only way kind of another ref could say, hey, no, this didn't happen. Or if depending on their type of relationship, these refs, man, I've heard refs say different things for the same thing. It's stupid, but it depends on who's the seniority ref, you know.
Yeah, because I was just all like, because like I seen a couple times where like I know they messed up and they like the one ref even said it the one time. He's like, yeah, I knew it. He's like, afterwards I realized. So I'm like, if you realized afterwards, why didn't you just retract?
Because they don't. It's like two cops. One cop not gonna go against the other cop, right? Because you'll be crossing your people.
But the whole thing is, though, is that if
you
you sitting there saying like afterwards, like, hey, I realized I made a mistake. Okay, well, you still have the ability to correct it.
They not though, because they're gonna feel like they make it. He don't want to make his partner look bad. He's saying what he's saying to you to get you to calm down, to be easy, to let everything go. You know. So once he does that, is to get you to calm down and to still show face with the other ref.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, he can easily say, yeah, I didn't agree with it.
Yeah.
You know, that's just to get you to chill, to back off. All right, I got a ref on my side, cool. But the worst thing you could do at that point is the other ref didn't even agree with you. That's the worst thing to do. You don't want to blast the one who looked you out and said, hey, I agree with you. Because refs don't always agree. Husband and wives don't always agree. Brother and sister don't always agree. Brother and brother don't always agree. Sister and sister don't always agree. Relationships, you're not going to always agree. You know, you're not going to always agree. And that's okay. That's okay.
See, like, these are the kind of things that I feel like people can benefit from knowing. Like, the parents can benefit from knowing. This is why I'm really happy that we're doing this, because then we could talk about the stuff that probably a lot of parents are thinking and, you know, have no means of getting answers in the moment. So, I mean, I think this is, all right.
Hey, when we doing this to help other parents, all parents, coaches, all this information, you know, I hope it helps all people who watch it.
Well, I mean, I think this is good. I really enjoy this.
I did too. I had a good time sitting here conversating, shooting the breeze with my boy Rory. Yeah.
Well, I mean, this is something that me and Coach are thinking about taking seriously and progressing into something big.
Yeah.
So I mean, this is kind of just a trial run.
All the trial run. Y'all look, y'all subscribe, y'all message us, let us know what y'all think, right? And we'll go off of what you think.
We're always able to take, you know, if you want to email, contact us. You guys got the number. So, I mean, if anything, if you want to ask us questions that we can put into the episodes, that's even better. I feel that the more, you know, that the involvement that we get from everybody else trying to contribute, I think would help grow, and I think it would, bring awareness to maybe something I'm not thinking about or something the coach isn't thinking about. So I mean, feel free if you guys got anything you'd like to add to it. We're also more than happy to bring other people on if they want to come in, have part discussions and stuff like that. So I mean, this is just a little trial run. We decided to just sit down and kick it, and we decided to do one topic for like 20 minutes, and then
it turned into multiple topics.
And it ran for like an hour plus.
Right.
So I mean, it's just I enjoy this, and I enjoy Coach's company. I mean,
likewise,
he's a good dude. So I'm always happy to have him over. So I mean, if you guys are liking this, we appreciate the feedback. So let us know what you guys think, and maybe we could turn this into something special.
Hey, keep it positive.
Kingy, you're going to get your spotlight moment.
I'm like, who's the dog?
Oh, man, that was